secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Iowa State's offense will take the field first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Paul,
turning it on! That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Beck. The sure hands, it's Sowell. And he's dragged down. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Houston Cougars offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're
wide open on the right. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? The first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
Fires to the right. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Houston has it with a first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
To the air on first down. Here's a heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Houston wants to play fast.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Hansen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. It'll be a draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He lost one down the sideline. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Got him downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The Cougars want to crank the tempo. This guy is just wearing them out. Another first down, already has a couple of touchdowns in the first half, David.
He has been a problem for this defense. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to continue to feature him. He's winning his matchups. I'm going to find him. It's just the first half, and he's already had himself a full game's worth of stats.
Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Going for 6. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Back to throw, it's Wegman. With the catch, it's Connors. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Quick toss. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Cyclones send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out quickly. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to find the end zone. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And this offense here halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To the air, it's Wegman. Touchdown, Houston. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Houston, number 3.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Oh, he's got some space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. So now it's second and long. To the air. It's Wegman. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Cougars come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Wants to go up top. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Houston. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it.
Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a state